So let's switch out my 200T for a for the 201 for a little bit. I prefer to kind of circulate through them. That way I don't, wear one out over the other one completely. This saw, 30 years old, maybe 25 to 30 years old. That one's got a solid, this 201's probably got a solid 12 years straight on it. So just kind of, like I said, circulating through them. I'm going to set this one up on the shelf for now. And eventually I get back to it, mess with it later. But yeah, I've basically just decided I'd go ahead and do a live feed because there's just no content on YouTube right now. There's none. Zero. Just a second. Yeah, there's zero content. So, figured I would do this, chit chat with you guys, and the violations are sitting over here just stacking up. They're just stacking up and stacking up, and eventually I'll get to them. But yeah, I don't know if it's your weather is as all over the place as it has been here, but yesterday it was 4 degrees. Today it's 40 degrees. So, I mean, that's Missouri for you, though. It's always chaotic. How does it go from 4 degrees yesterday to 40 today? And it didn't quite feel like it's 40. It's got to be probably low 30s now, but at one point I think it reached 40 today. And that was actually nice, but need to double check everything on this salt. I am hitting that time of the year, and everybody should be doing this. With your top handle saws, they have a cold weather shutter, or a weather shutter. I don't know if it's actually called a cold weather shutter, but it's a weather shutter. And if you look here, you can slide that over for summertime, or you slide it towards the snowflake. One's got a sun, one's got a snowflake. Slide it to the snowflake, especially during those winter seasons, and your saw will definitely perform better. Has some things where it kind of cuts off some air, helps heat like the carb maybe a little bit, and mainly like I think it helps with heating the actual oil. So okay. Guilty of no way. I dig that name. Did you take the name? There's no way this is Randy. If it is, like, Ryan, is that Ryan, or did you just take the name? If you took the name, I kind of think that may be funnier than it actually being Ryan. Tell me you stole the name. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate you. All my edited content, and interviews and stuff like that, and the funny gag stuff, it's all on my memberships. But I've been doing a lot more here lately with the regular channel. I want to, because I'm looking at what's being uploaded. No. Really? Alright. Do a backflip, and I'll believe you. Actually, yes, yeah, actually do that. I think that's a good. Are you able to eat real food yet? I told everybody Jacob is tricking you. I did for the crew. Okay. Okay, that sounds like Randy. Alright. Well, I think Jacob's just trying to shrink you down. That way he's not the little guy on the crew. I asked Isaac, and he's like, nah, Randy could never do a backflip. And I was like, really? He looks like he could maybe do a backflip, though, bro. And he's like, never. And I'm like, okay. And then Isaac's like, I'll do one for you. And then he tried, and he kind of did like, yeah, it's kind of like a cartwheel. You know what's funny? Is I have footage doing a backflip. I'll ask Isaac again. I have footage doing a backflip and a front flip from like 8 years ago. And for some, I don't know what the deal is. It's probably on, when I used to do Facebook, it's probably still there. I could go get it. But when I re-upload it and I take it to an editor, to clip it, it won't work. Like, it doesn't show anything. The quality goes to complete trash out of nowhere, and I'm like, what the hell? So, and the problem with like doing a backflip now is like, even though I'm super young and cool and hip, I'm kind of old at the same time, and I think it may hurt. So I was 253 pounds growing out of my pants. Now you're looking. Don't let him shrink you down though. He's trying to shrink you out. I'm telling you. How come he didn't lose 100 pounds? I feel like it was a ploy, so that Big Flav is super bigger than everybody. You can tell Big Flav, I don't know if it's safe to have your pants that tight. No, that dude is a hell of a worker. How did you guys luck into that, brother? Like, what a good dude. Yeah, I try. Like, as a teenager, I used to skate a lot of contests. And like, it's funny. I wish I could find one of our old skate videos, like old shop videos or something. I almost, and I still have yet to give up. I'm hoping he didn't throw it away. But I have a massive. Well, I don't have. At the shop that used to sponsor us, it's still an active shop in St. Louis now. But when I was a teenager, this shop used to sponsor us, and I had a photo all in over my girlfriend's car at the time, long ways off of a tractor trailer bed, doing a tail grab, and like the background was perfect, just right at like the sun starting to just go behind the trees, and they blew it up and made a big poster. They used to have it at the shop, and the shop owner sold. Somebody else bought it. Somebody else bought it. Somebody else bought it. I kind of got old, blew my knees out. So everything I do on. Oh man, that really is pinched. I do it on 2 blown out knees. So I try to get by. Your BMX like clips are sick. I really like BMX. People can say what they want. I feel like that's the scariest. You take this couple hundred, like, well, maybe not couple, but like 100-pound bike that like tramples you if you mess up, or your fucking pedal goes into your shins. Like, I've broke my arms, legs. I think when I fell, I probably broke my. I feel like I broke everything. But you hit me in the shin one time, and I'll cry. I'm man enough to. I will cry so hard. Oh no, I'm not old, dude. I'm super young and super hip at the same time. That's why I'm always on the. That's why I'm always like, I know what's cool. I'm trying to tell everybody what's cool and make other people cooler, but sometimes they don't listen. Actually, I think the biggest problem with people these days is they have selective sense of humor. They only have a sense of humor when it's about someone else. But you say anything about them, and they all of a sudden lose all sense of humor and they can't take being razzed any. And I'm like, you guys just didn't. I don't know. My dad, I'm a second generation climber. My dad climbed trees, and that's what we did. I used to go to work with my dad and take his ropes and stretch them out across the yard while the guys were dragging brush backwards just to trip them. And like they couldn't yell at me because my dad's the boss. So I was a little shit since I was born. And I feel like some of these guys just, I don't know, I wish they didn't have so many feelings. Yeah, so. Oh no, I could tell that, dude, you don't make #1 climber without being cool. I try to tell everybody this. Like, the handlebar mustache threw a few extra points on there, but the thing about not buying into every gimmick, I don't know if guys realize that's what makes you cool. Like, to me, I look at a guy that doesn't buy into all the gimmicks and he just does his thing. I dig that. I respect that. Because, like, hell, I spent 10 to 15 years doing tree work, just helping my dad. I didn't know you guys wore hard hats. No one told me about hard hats. I live in BFE. I'm just a country boy. So, like, no one told me y'all were wearing hard hats. And I'm like, that's a pretty good idea. I like that. So, now I wear a hard hat. And, the cool part is that, like, all the cringy stuff that I call out nowadays that guys do, I did all that already. So, like, I got it out of the way. I'm just glad there wasn't a guy like me around talking shit on me when I did it. But, like, I remember first putting videos out, and I thought I was so cool. Like, I legit thought I was awesome. I thought I was the man. And then I, like, post on Facebook, and I'd get some old head that would tell me how much I sucked. And then, like, I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, what's this guy watching? If I suck, what are these, like, what is good? And then I found out, like, oh, there's guys like Lawrence Schultz and shit out there. Yeah, that guy's right. That old dude was right. I sucked. I wasn't as good as I thought. And I probably have a bit of OCD, but I'm a stubborn person. When I fell, crippled myself, I didn't go to the hospital. I suffered. I absolutely suffered. And I had my main care doctor check me out. I still have my ribs poking out of my chest. My sternum's not connected. Like, I couldn't walk. I was shot. I didn't know if I would walk again. And I suffered. From my hips down, I was just black and blue. It was a bit impressive. I've never experienced that before. Neither has my wife. But, yeah. It was like a blessing of the day when I, like, could put the crutches down and almost walk without feeling like my hips and my, like, it was my hips and, like, something in there just felt like it was crunching and gonna break off. And I remember that feeling with my knees at one point when they got really bad. What up, Jimmy? If you look the part, you almost there. These days, that's why every guy that's on a fail video looks like a damn Power Ranger. It's made it harder. Gotta put more stuff in your saddle. Makes you sound fast and look cool. Yes. So much back. Yeah, that is true. That is true. But at the same time, like, I'm a fan of a lot of the newer stuff, like rigging rings and, like, using false crotches, a lot of that stuff. I like some of the climbing devices, but I mean, you can't really beat the old Prussic. Like, and like, I'm gonna try to call you Ryan. Ryan, I watch you climb, and I'm like, I should just go back to a Prussic. Yeah, it was gonna take a little more than that to get me out, brother. I have no skills. I can run a chainsaw and wiggle my way up a tree. And if they would pay me to talk shit, I'm pretty good at that. Like, I can talk shit pretty good. But I haven't found a way to do that yet. But yeah, that's like all I can do. So I'm like, oh yeah, this ain't gonna work. How am I gonna, like, I remember being a teenager, and my dad shows me everything and teaches me all the basics. All we used back in the day was spikes, a saddle, a buck strap, a climb line with a taut line, a hitch, and a rigging rope with a clip. That was the extent, and a maze dam rope puller. That was our full kit. And like, man, I just remember being so stoked on how even above like most of the other tree guys that my dad was. I always like looked at him like he's the man. But as I became a teenager, I was a little shithead, and I'm like, nah, I don't want to do what my dad does. So I went out and like got a factory job and became a foreman, and like realized how much that literally sucked. Then I had a kid and stuff, so yeah, brother, you're I hope to God you end up being that guy that makes it all the time without the accident. But it just seems like, man, I don't, it's not a statistic that I like, but it just seems like if you want to be cool, you gotta fall and hurt yourself. That is the dumbest shit I've ever said. But, yeah, I documented everything. Like, I did a live feed one day, and then the next time I crawled myself onto the camera using like crutches. I fell, was completely knocked out, which is crazy. I fell. I was working a spar, micromanaging a bunch of guys, and they were brand new, so I was just trying to do too much. I rigged out this massive hackberry tree on the power lines, got to the stem, hooked in SRT, and as I dropped down, I must have stood up and repositioned, and it wiggled off. So when I laid back into it, just stupidly, I must have fell. I don't remember anything. I woke up, and my ground guy was in my face, and I'm like, what are you doing up here? That's all I could say. My brain wasn't firing right. I said, what are you doing up here? And he looked at me all crazy, and I'm like, did I fall? And I looked next to me, and all of a sudden, as the words, did I fall? I have no more breath left in my body. My ribs were sticking crazy out here because I fell here and they blew out. I shoved them back, and they said, crunch, crunch. And I was like, oh my God, help me to the car. So they like picked me up and got me to the car. And I remember the homeowner lady, she's a young lady, and she looked at me and she's like, oh my God, are you okay? Should I call an ambulance? I said, no, I'm okay. And tried to pretend like I was fine. I drove the guys home because I could kind of walk to the car. I thought I was okay, and I could run the pedals and stuff. I thought I was all, like, maybe I just really super knocked the wind out of myself and then blew some ribs out. But I remember I drove through the drive-thru at the pharmacy, picked up a bunch of ibuprofen and biofreeze, and then I got to my house, and when I went to step out of my truck, I still was confident. Like, my legs I crumbled as if my legs didn't work at all. And I just dumped. From there, I had to do the hardest thing I've ever done. And like, I've never been more ashamed of anything in my life. But I had to call my wife and daughter and have them help me into my house. Because I couldn't walk. It was disgusting. Like, oh, I feel like I'll never live that one down. But, you know, I also said, well, you're an idiot, now suffer. Sit there and suffer. Deal with it, because maybe you didn't do it on purpose, but you did it. Now your family's going to suffer, all because you were this dickhead that decided to, like, you thought your shit didn't stink. You don't gotta slow down. You can go fast. More, 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 more. I can do it the fastest. I can rig the biggest. I'm the man. Yeah, I got a quick rude awakening that day. What up, Greg? How are you, brother? Tough lesson, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I know my doctor, and I didn't go to the hospital. I never was checked out. My ribs have never been set. My ribs are still poking out of my chest right now. My sternum's not connected. Um, like, I don't know if you could see it real easy. Like, you see, you see these ribs here? See them poking out? Yeah, they're not connected at all. They blew up. They were way up here though, and then when I pushed them down, they settled into that position, and then I just left them. And I don't. My sternum's not quite connected there, but and if I bump them on something, ooh, buddy, it is some pain. And I can't use my 4 SRT chest descender like chest thing anymore because it's got a big ring right there, and it just smacks us. Ah. Yeah, yeah, I mean, the bummer part is, like, if you're gonna be a dumb YouTuber, a lame ass YouTuber, and fall, for God's sake, bring enough batteries that you get the fall on video. So, yeah, I think I lose points. Like, I gained some tough points for not going to the hospital and suffering through it, but then I lose cool points because I didn't have the footage. And God knows the only thing I'm going for in life is to be looked at as cool on the internet. I mean, I think everybody's that way, right? That's why I don't post any videos anymore. I just put them on my memberships and get a whole 12 to 16 views every time. I think this thing's sharp. I don't know, man. I don't really want to sharpen a damn saw right now. But I guess I could chit chat with you guys as I do it. Yeah, it was a rough one. But yeah, I don't think I reminded guys this year to flip your cold weather shutters, but that was your reminder. Don't forget to do that. I think we're like halfway through winter, and now I'm like, hey, yeah, don't forget your cold weather shutter on your saws. Some of you guys may live where it's kind of cold, and that doesn't really make that much of a difference. You know, for me, it was 4 degrees yesterday. It's normally like 95 or something, average through our summer, and just stupid humid. But you're back, brother. The bollards are looking absolute fire. Greg, how's that puppy doing? Where's your dog at, Randy? Ryan, Randy. I haven't seen him. I haven't seen your pup in the videos. Jesus Christ! And I hope it's not something silly like something happened, and because I'm always that idiot who says shit like that. Like, how your mom and dad doing? Oh, my mom passed. Like, Jesus Christ! I'm that guy so much. My mom passed last year. And I would just tell people okay, because I didn't want to be that guy. How's your mom and dad doing? Did you know steel blowers? Oh, really? I did not know that. That's wild. So it definitely isn't it must be okay, well then that makes, because I've never really got a straight answer of why a cold weather shutter is on there, but I guess it's meant to put heat to the carburetor to prevent it from freezing up or something, because it wouldn't be to heat the motor oil, because, you know, like you're saying there, if a blower has one, you don't put oil in that. So see, even with as young as I am and cool and hip and smart, I learn something new all the time. Some of you hard-headed old farts could learn something new. You know, another thing I don't like is sharpening saws. What up, Zachary? How are you, brother? Yeah, heat to the carb. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. He's around, he's just a wimp and gets scared of the loud noises. Well, I don't blame him. Right on, I'm glad. Yeah, I'm a dog guy. I lie all the time and say how I don't like my dog, because my wife absolutely loves him. And, but yeah, I'm a sucker for a dog. Like, I'm not the biggest fan. I don't know if you've ever seen this guy, but there's a guy who goes and buys Chinese chainsaws, and then he brings them over here, and he sells them, and the company is called Noker. And this guy is a kook. He is great entertainment. But he sells his chainsaws, and he has been an absolute kook, has threatened to sue me multiple times, just because I talked about him. He said he's going to sue me. And I'm like, I don't think you are, but okay. But he got a dog recently, and I kind of like him now. All because he got a dog. Like, even when you're kind of a douche, but when you get a dog, you like turn caring and normal when you're dealing with the animal. And then he grabs a chainsaw and I dislike him instantly. But when he's like petting his dog and stuff, I'm like, you're kind of cool right now. And he's like, buy one of these Chinese chainsaws. It's pro grade. And I'm like, oh, you suck again. I'm doing my best to gatekeep tree climbing on YouTube. You know, there's just not, I think there's not enough gatekeeping. I think there's not enough hazing. I mean, we need more haters. I mean, everyone can hate in a comment section, but nobody's like hating. I feel like I should ease off it a little bit since it's the holiday season. But there's enough guys out there trying to pretend to be holier than thou and play the YouTube character that I think I just kind of even things out by being a true blue dickhead. One of you guys want to sharpen this? I don't want to do this anymore. So lame. I'm going to use the damn depth gauge after this. It's going to take forever. So you started guilty of Randy. Are you going to start posting YouTube videos? Please start posting YouTube videos. I will help you. We will do everything. If you can just get one subscriber more than Jake, it would be the funniest joke. That would take us 100 years to get there, but it would be funny when it happened. And that's all that matters. Time, resources, none of that stuff matters. The laugh is where it's at. I tried to skate the other day, Randy. I went to the skate park. I haven't been on a skateboard for months. Went to the skate park. And I started skating. And and this kid comes over. Well, he's not a kid. He's like probably mid-20s, college. Because he's like, I play ball at St. Louis for the Billikens. And I was like, oh, really? And I'm like, I kind of believed him. And then when he went and did his first ollie, I was like, that's not even fair. Like, it looked effortless, and like, he jumped so fucking high, I just wanted to go home. I'm like, I don't know if I want to skate anymore. Because I felt like, I kind of probably felt like what most you guys feel like when you watch me climb trees. You start to feel like, I'm never going to be that. You know what I mean? That's what I felt like. And I was like, maybe I should just go put my skateboard up. But, yeah, I skated with him for a little bit. And turns out I suck now. And need a lot of practice. But, definitely won't be getting that practice in because it's cold. But shout out to Zeke, or Z, whatever he wants to be called. Because he's like, I'll check out your YouTube channel because I was driving my wife's truck and it has the name on it. I was like, dude, it's not skateboarding. It's just tree work. And he's like, I'll check it out anyway. I'm like, God dang it. Okay. Starting a YouTube is a lot of work. Dude, it's just like tree work. Super easy. It's super easy. Anybody can do it. You can go viral. It's simple. Just make a video of anything and it's gonna happen. It's easy. The power of the youth is something you don't understand until it's gone. That's facts. I struggle with that every day. I just want to be cool again. Well, I just want to be cooler than I want to be as cool as I used to be. Because I used to be even cooler. When I had like good knees. And the more I think about it, I'm still pretty sweet. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm still just as cool as I used to be. I was going to say less hair, less gray hair. That's the only thing. Like, I got more gray hair, worse knees. Everything else, I got a whole lot of, like, bills and responsibilities now that, if I'm being honest, I kind of don't want to do them some days. But I have a goofy ass maple tree to do tomorrow over a house. My brother gave me a call. He's like, you want to give me a hand on this one? I'm like, yeah. And I just want, what's funny is I just want and bought like a Christmas gift for somebody. And because it's going to be so cold tomorrow, I want to steal the Christmas gift that I bought them and wear it tomorrow. So I'll try not to do that. I peaked about a year ago. I peaked yesterday, but I'll probably peak again next week. Brother, there's no way to call, like, I was going to call myself a turtle head, so I'm like peaking all the time. That's not cool. That's weird. Yeah. No, you haven't peaked. You do need to work on your, like, maybe get you a brace or something. What are you doing for a brace for your knees, man? Like, I see guys that I wish there was more content of like yours out there to where guys could see that, like, there are ways to do things that you should probably know before you go to the most complicated, technologically advanced way of doing it. And I feel like that's the disconnect with me and a lot of the new generation, is that they want to go straight from like learning how to run a chainsaw on the ground to an Akimbo 2, which is purple, by the way. That's for girls. Stop buying that thing. I've been telling everybody. Battery saws are for women. I don't know why everybody keeps doing that. Like, I get it. You know, equal rights. But you can't tell me that you... Why don't you want to hear the thing run and blow your eardrums out? That's what a man likes. You run a loud chainsaw, you get a modified muffler, you don't wear your earmuffs, and then when you get home you're like, what? Huh? I used to do that a lot. Until I got my good hard hat with my earmuffs. And my wife's like, you used to be so bad when you would come home, you would be yelling. I'm like, yeah, I know. Facts. Yeah, however you want. I wear San Francisco slippers every day. Really? Yeah, my issue with my knees still to this day are that they come out of my left knee will dislocate at the knee a lot, and I have to learn how to like get in the right position to get it to go back. But other than that, my knees are for the most part held together with arthritis, and even my doctor, he's like, until I like went to his house and helped him and got a storm damaged tree down for him, he's like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I examine you like once every like 3 months or so. I always go see him, and he's like, I didn't believe that you did that. Like, your knees are jacked. And I'm like, I also ride a skateboard, so like, I'm just taking advantage of it while it's still here. Because, hell, you're not promised tomorrow. I'm gonna tell you straight up, I probably ain't living the longest life. I burnt the candle at both ends, all the way through life. That's just me. But, I'm just trying to have a little bit of fun and end up going out of this world with no one being able to talk bad about me. That's what I'm trying to do. I guess someone could say, like, he said some things on the internet, because if I'm being honest, this is me when you've done me wrong or aggravated me, turned up a few notches. I'm about as nice as people get. I'm the guy that'll let you screw him. Like, you can screw me over at least once, maybe even twice. Yeah, sometimes twice. And like, I try to be nice to people, help everybody, because I enjoy helping people. I do a lot of free stuff, a lot. But I like helping people. And I would hope for some reason, if like I'm not around, people would help my wife. I'm also a Masonic member, a Mason, so like we do a lot of charity work for widows and stuff like that. I don't even know what San Francisco slippers are, but like they sound comfy. That's what I'm saying. If you can't handle a little bit of that, you need to reevaluate yourself. Like, my favorite thing, I'm going to tell you. A lot of guys like me will hate on Jacob. Best brand chipper. Always trying to. I forget what I was saying. Oh, yeah. A lot of guys can, like, in my position, especially when you're doing YouTube, they can say they don't like Guilty, like Jake. And I think a lot of it is like, I don't like him because he's good at YouTube. I don't know what he knows. I told him he's supposed to... Damn it. I told him a long time ago when we came to an agreement, he was supposed to send me some money, and he was supposed to tell me the secret to YouTube so that I can make money at this. But I feel like most of the guys that don't like him because, like, it pisses them off that he does good. Like, I remember when he was coming up, watching Buckin, and Buckin would talk trash. He would do it in his very sneaky, asinine way where he doesn't say the name, but he just talks trash. But it just bugged him so much. And then Jacob not only did it once, he turned around and did it twice, which just chapped some people's ass. So, like, of course, he probably tries to keep it as clean cut when he's doing the tree work, but I feel like he's pretty real. And after I teased with everything that I've said, and he laughed, and then turned around and showed support back, I'm like, that dude's cool. I don't give a damn what anybody says. That's just like a good, just normal dude. And it's been crazy to see which guys can take it and which guys can't. Like, some guys that I would have swore would be fine with me being, like, teasing them. Like, there's no way they're gonna get so butthurt, get their feelings hurt. And like I was saying earlier, it's always funny and hilarious until it becomes you. And then it's like, oh, hold up, now you're getting personal. What? No, I'm not getting personal. You put something on the internet, I decided to critique it or give my opinion. It's not personal. Knock it off. And plus, I really, really enjoy pointing out those soft, very, very soft dudes that legitimately feel like you can go through life experiencing nothing but positivity. I'm sorry, brother. That's not the way life works. My mom passed last year. There was nothing about that positive. But then you have somebody tell you, if you're not living a positive life, it's your fault. You're the reason for it. Change things. What the fuck? Sometimes things just aren't positive. That's called real life. And I don't know. Don't get me started on, I'll go on a bucking kick and, yeah, I don't need to do that. You got those all gear? Oh, really? Dude, that is sick. Had them 20% off. Awesome, man. Awesome. Yeah, they're such a good set of rings. You know, and like I was saying, you can girth them when you double them to do that on smaller stuff, and then they work really good on bigger stuff. And the only thing is, like, you may need a different setup if you're doing like spar work. You know, you're on a straight pole. They don't really work good for that. You could cut like a groove or something, but as long as you got unions, dude, solid, nice, like perfect set of rigging rings. Plus you're getting a safe bend radius, and the retrievable, like, I don't know. Practice the retrieval thing low though. Like, I know I told you that it's like, it'll work, but practice it low. With whatever rope you're going to use, try that rope and maybe use a retrieval ball. Like, I have a retrieval ball. I don't use it. And they also make bungees. These little bungees with a retrieval ball on them. They work really good, and they're really cheap in comparison to buying a retrieval ball. But yeah, try it low. Make sure that the retrieval way works. It passes through the big one and catches the little one. And maybe soon I'll do... I mean, there's videos of it out there. If somebody wants me to do another one, I will. But, you know, learning how to set those rings from the ground, too, is really nice. Because you may... I know most guys are like, well, just throw a rope up through that crotch and use that tree. Some people aren't okay with you beating the hell out of their other trees to take their tree down. And, like, I see a lot of these guys that are just like... use a neighboring tree and just straight rig natural crotch, and you're just like burning that tree up, smashing limbs off of it. Like, hey, if the homeowners are good with that where you're at, get her done, man. But they're just not okay with that where I'm at. It's just, it doesn't work that way. People are like, what the hell did you smash my tree up for? And if you're the type of guy that's like, why do you care if it burns the crotch? It ain't like they can see it. Ah, yeah, you're that type of guy. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. It says a little bit about you. Just because you don't get caught doesn't mean go do illegal shit or do things that are bad. Well, there's no repercussions. Yeah, so still don't. What the hell? Somebody's watching you do it. I always treat people's stuff like it's mine. Always. I don't know. Like I said, I was born with very little, like, raised with very little. Far from rich, but, like, we got by. And, like, there was discipline for any and everything I did. I was forced to have all the manners in the world. And I carry them over into everything I do. The funny part is, if I was to tell my dad, like, hey, Dad, on the weekends, I get on the internet and I just razz on people and talk shit. He'd be like, cool. He's like, are you doing it to women? No, I don't think so. And yeah, you get a, like, I'm sorry if there's any chicks here, but I'm not sorry if it's just a bunch of pussy dudes that watch it later on and they get their feelings hurt. Some of y'all need to leave your feelings at home in your wife's purse next to the purple akimbo. Jeez, this thing is... I probably just sharpened my saw last time and did not use the depth gauge. So, silver maple prune. It was a huge silver maple. Broken limb. Removal. I just used 3-strand of my maze dam. And just tied a regular knot. I retrieved like nothing. Dude, awesome. That's sick. Hell yeah. Bad tree work will eventually be noticed. 100%. Well, I mean, to some people it is. Like, there is a form of narcissism that is out there that won't allow someone to realize that they're not right about everything. I legitimately just watched fucking Billy Ray. I'm sorry, I gotta do it again. But he put out a video talking about proper pruning. And in the video, he shows a tree that he spiked to go up and prune it. And he's like, look, it's all healing. Okay, I don't have a lot of Douglas firs where I'm at. Are they supposed to ooze black? I mean, I don't, like, I'm not a Doug fir guy. You know, a lot of oaks, maples, stuff like that. Tulip poplar, I don't know. We got a wide variety, but I don't think they're supposed to ooze black. And out of every one of his spike holes going up the tree that had started to heal over, they were oozing black. There was a black stain coming from every one of them. And a lot of times I'll see that on pin oak trees or red oak or white oak, whatever. But on oak trees, especially pin oak, because they're smooth barked, and they'll get like canker and disease the whole tree. And my only thing about these guys that'll tell you it's okay to do this, 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 and this. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. You know your region. I am not about to tell you what your region you can and can't do. But if you had to go up there, could you do it without them spikes? That's my only question. If you can do it without the spikes, and you use the spikes, to me, a lot of times when a guy justifies it, they're justifying it because if they had to take them spikes off, they can't do it. They just it can't be done. So, I don't know. I don't like some of the shady, like, gaslighting ways of people. But there's a lot of grifting going on YouTube nowadays. Where it's like, this guy's my friend, so he should build my channel for me. Like, no, I offended somebody last week or the week before, and I said it weeks prior. I was like, oh, he put this guy's name in his title and his thumbnail and stuff, so he's trying to use it to help grow his channel. Okay, that would be... Now, if I decided, let's say Randy, I work with Randy, or I work with Jacob, guilty of treason. I'm working with him, and I put really big, the first word, at guilty of treason, helps me remove tree, and then I put his face as a thumb. There's a reason for that. It's just, I'm not insecure. I could say it and not feel like, oh my god, somebody's gonna make fun. I put his face for the thumbnail because it's gonna get me some views. I put his name in the title because it's gonna get me some views. It's this weird guilt that guys got that, like, just tell the truth. And, like, be okay with building your own stuff. There's this weird, like, I want to ride this guy's coattail, and then I'll jump to this guy's coattail, and then I'll jump to this. There's multiple dudes out there that do that. I'm sorry. I don't even want to get into names, but there's guys out there, I won't do it. I'll wait till the tickets. I'll do episode 103 eventually, but there's guys out there that are teaching climbing classes that don't know anything. Like, just because you can say it, you've not experienced any of the stuff that's involved. Just because you've been able to set it up in your basement and do a demo, that doesn't mean you understand it. You don't need to be teaching it. There's guys teaching. Some of the stuff that is hilarious that I see nowadays that's unintentionally funny is guys doing jobber commercials that, like, you're not using jobber. You're not it sounds sus. I would pick a different thing to do anyway. Like, I use jobber to get my lead. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Why is it so funny every time, too? Because it's just cringe. It's just cringe. Now, if someone paid me a lot of money, will I sell out? It depends. How much money? I want some monies. You know, I always want the monies. But I will make fun of myself afterwards. Because that's embarrassing. You shouldn't be able to be bought. Like, because this company is going to pay you a few bucks, you're going to go straight to the people that support you and say, you need this. Go get this. Click a link in my bio. And it's like, oh, brother, everyone wants to run and sprint and skip before they crawl. And it's just, chill the hell out. Maybe work your way up. Like, I don't know. Everybody's putting that cart before the horse, and then it's like, yo, the horse can't go anywhere because you parked the cart in front of it. You're supposed to put the cart behind the horse so the horse can pull the cart. No one understands this shit anymore. They're like, oh, I seen a tree video. I thought it looked really cool. I bought a Rope Runner Pro, or you went and bought one like a even worse. Like, I bought the Buckingham throttle. I spent so much money. It's the newest one, so I'm definitely going to be the best. And then, like, you find out that thing sucks, and that you get up in the tree and you're like maybe hooking it up or something happens and it doesn't work. What happens when you're up there and you're rigging? Let's say you're rigging with a carabiner, okay? One of the things they say not to do at times, but you're rigging with a carabiner and you drop the carabiner. Yeah, that's the lame thing. I would rather help some guys up that are smaller, if I'm being honest. I get more joy out of that. I purposely go around and will comment on people's videos to get them a little bit of hype. Like, oh, people are watching. Like, I'll just pick a new YouTube channel. At least 3 or 4 times every week, I'll pick a new dude and just go through. I'll look up tree climbing and just whatever video comes up and just go through, pick a video. I may poke a little fun sometimes, but I try to leave some kind of a positive comment. And there were times where I remember starting to make videos and all of a sudden August commented on my stuff and I was like, whoa. Holy shit. Like, you have no idea the power you have at times as somebody like that. But then you get some of these big content creators that are like, I'll only do collabs with other big content creators that think I'm awesome. Like, I don't know. I guess you kind of have to think each other are awesome before you're going to collab. I don't know. I have been very disappointed. There are guys that have got their feelings hurt that don't want any they don't like me at all now because I poked a little bit of fun. And the funny thing is, I don't really care. What are you gonna do about it? You ain't gonna do nothing about it. You're gonna take it. I'm gonna keep making fun of you. You're gonna take it, and you ain't gonna do nothing. And when you see me, you're going to pretend like you didn't see me. You're just going to look the other direction. But if you get around some people, you're going to go, yuck, 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 I don't like that guy. If I was ever... You're full of shit. You're full of shit. And you're too sensitive. That's what it boils down to. Don't be so sensitive. Too many sensitive guys on YouTube now. That's what's crazy is when I put up a YouTube video, the first one, I was like, I knew. I did some Facebook videos, and guys just reamed me and you're an idiot, you're stupid, you suck. I'm like, dang. So I knew when I put my YouTube channel together, I was like, I have to be okay with being criticized. People are going to. So I did it. And some of these guys that you'll get blocked and get your comments hidden instantly because you didn't say what they wanted. You're supposed to say, you're amazing. When I grow up, I want to be just like you. And I subscribed. And I don't know. Oh, do you guys need me to remind you to subscribe? That's the other thing. One thing I need to... Do you need to be reminded? Some of y'all just crazy forgetful, or does yours not have the thumb thing on it? Mine's got this little thumb thing up here, and then it's got a little thing where you can It's a subscribe thing. You can click it. Um, I feel like I would be insulting you if I told you in every video, like, comment, and subscribe. But every YouTuber is telling me, no, you don't understand. The viewers are stupid. You gotta tell them to like, comment. I'm like, I don't think I need to, man. No. Every video, you gotta tell them. They're dumb as shit. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm positive. I don't think so, but whatever. That's why I'll keep my little niche group of people and be okay with it. Don't subscribe to my channel. Leave me alone. Don't hit the thumb button. If you hit the thumb button, I swear to God, I'll come to your house and stick my thumb in your eye. So, how about that? Somebody sent me an email yesterday, and they said, so I guess you gave up on YouTube, huh? I said, what the hell is this? Jeffrey. So I'm like, what is this? So I commented back. I said, what do you mean? He's like, you stopped posting videos. What? You couldn't handle the criticism? I said, what? I said, I still make videos. And he's like, oh yeah, I've seen some of your lives. I come in, I'll come check them out every once in a while. I'm like, right on. I still make regular videos too. I don't see any. I said, they're on my memberships. And he's like, well, why would you can't be getting very many views on it. I'm like, yeah, I know, but I don't care. I can't sit here and tell you, don't make a video to try to get a bunch of views. The views shouldn't be important. Like, make what you want to make, and like, it comes across. And then I tell people, like, stop clickbaiting everybody. Stop telling them to like, comment, subscribe. Stop all the weird, sus, cringy stuff that the YouTubers do. I say don't do that. And then I turn around and I'm like, trying to think of a way to clickbait the time. I'm like, I'm not doing this no more. I'll throw everything over on memberships, and that I'll get so many less views. Like, what? There's like almost 11,000. It's like 10,800 something. But instead of getting that many views, potentially, I'm okay with just potentially getting like 17 views. I'm cool with it. And I also make post you guys, like, for those of you that can't afford the memberships and stuff, like, I am bummed about that. There are some of you that I would like to still make videos for that are just on the channel in general, and I do feel guilty about that, because for almost a decade I did it. I never asked anything of you, and then I kind of did stop doing it. That's kind of lame of me. For those people that did appreciate it and did comment and stuff, and they can't afford to do the memberships. And I know you have all these rich YouTubers that are going to tell you, it's just $5, it's just $5. Yeah, sometimes $5 is a lot of money to somebody. I'm not saying that to anybody. I don't know your situation. $5 may need to go to food, may need to go to gas, may need to go to something else. So I get it. I think I may post a couple videos just for Christmas. Pull them off the memberships. Because I would just make a video and just post it on YouTube, but I want there to be something special that you get as a member, so that's the reason I do that. But I'm going to go through and see what videos kind of did the best on my members. It may be a tree video. Like, I did some gnarly removals where trees split in half, held together with ratchet straps, and we rigged it out. It may be the bucket interview. I don't know what I'll end up putting up, but I'll put a couple videos up for you guys for around Christmas time, just for everybody on YouTube, because I do appreciate those of you that can't afford the membership. So let me see what I can do. Maybe I can just go through my my stuff and maybe make a video, but I'll make another one for memberships too. Just, I don't know. When it gets cold like this, I got extra time. Where before, I didn't have the extra time. I couldn't be making videos for the channel and YouTube, and like, I'm definitely not going back to just posting on YouTube. That's not happening. But I will post a couple. And I still do all my shorts on YouTube, and I do the other stuff like these live feeds and stuff. I'm going to do more live feeds for you guys. Just to chit chat with you, basically. I don't really have a whole lot to do. If I get some emails about like stuff that people want to talk about, some tips and tricks or something, maybe we'll do something like that. But yeah, I just figured I could use it for a chance to just chit chat with you guys. Why is this side so high in comparison? I hate doing this side because, like, it doesn't really set right, you know what I mean? I need one of them cool depth gauges. That's just like a credit card, you know? I've tried all the other ones, like that fold-out one from Husqvarna, and all I ended up doing was like sharpening that thing into a knife because the metal wasn't the best. It had its hard and soft setting, but I fired this 201 up a little bit ago, and this thing is a savage. So this is the original MS-201T. I bought it when everyone said don't buy them. And they were like, those things are messed up, don't buy those. I had a 200T that hadn't been built yet. And I was like, oh, I'm going to go get one. I think I was using like a 191 at the time. And this saw, I have done nothing to it. I have not had to replace anything on it. Have it worked on, nothing. I replaced and put the West Coast bark box on it just recently, and have just used and abused it for a decade, and it just keeps running. And I think using good gas and mix is key. Mix a little rich. So like for my gallon jug containers of steel, I use steel mix. That is the only thing I use. I'm not the biggest fan of the gray stuff, the Ultra, but the only reason for that is because it doesn't change the gas color. I like the fact that the old orange ones change the gas color to blue. You know, it's just a visual that you can tell, like, oh shit, like, oh okay, my bad. That's not mixed gas or whatever. So I like that. The orange stuff does that, but you know, the gray stuff works. A ground pounder sent me a whole 6-pack or something of that stuff, and for a year straight, I used nothing but mix that ground pounder bought for me. He hooked it up. And before that, I wasn't a fan of that stuff at all. It worked great. Like, it didn't change the color, but like, and he didn't just buy me the little ones. Like, he bought me the 5-gallon mixes, a 6-pack of the 5-gallon mixes. It was sick. My broke ass wouldn't have anything if some of you guys wouldn't have sent me the stuff you sent me. Like Greg. I think Greg technically owns half of my gear. If we're being like straight up. He kind of owns half of my gear. It's half his, half mine. He like sent me most. Even the bag that it's in, Greg sent me. He did that. He sent me my axe that's sitting there. These, I don't think they got near enough shine, but these were the shit. This is the aluminum tether for the rope wrench. You attach a rope wrench here. So nice. I used it with the zigzag. I used it with a prusik. it is so nice to have a solid, like, stiff metal tether there. It works so good that you know, you could almost like use it as a handle, which was super nice at times. But yeah, that thing doesn't get enough love. Not to mention, he definitely changed my rigging game and upped my rigging game with the GB bollard. Like, I started thinking, I talk about it so much because Greg's my buddy, and then I asked my ground guy the other day, I said, hey, like, if you had to choose, with the porter wrap or the bollard, which one would it be? He's like, dude, the bollard. He's like, it was so much easier to get dialed in. Like, he understood it so much quicker, and he could really, really, like, he's like, I could dial it in, like, get very good, and be so, like, to the dialing in the run, how far it goes, and he's like, the simplicity of it, you know, is just amazing. Not to mention, it's just built, like, stupid strong. It's going to be able to handle anything you throw at it. And we have beat the piss out of the one I have for, I mean, it's probably between 6 and 8 years. I don't even remember. It's going a long time, but it's been a long time that I've been beating the hell out of the original GB bollard that I got. I still use it every day. I have a new one. He sent me a new one. But, like, it's so nice. I haven't even really used it. I used it like one day, and it just sits there now. And if I'm doing a crazy removal, I'll take it and have, you know, double bollards, which is nice. Especially when you got to hook up on, like, you use dual terminal rigging, you're rigging from 2 different spots. So, yeah, I'm the one who kisses boys. Oh, no. Kisses boys? That's crazy. That's crazy. Mustache on mustache is wild to think about, you know what I mean? Especially like handlebar mustache on handlebar mustache. That's even crazier. Doesn't that ever tickle your lip? I'll never tell. I'll never tell. Don't do it. Hey, you can be honest with us right now. No one's listening. Just tell the truth. Did you eat any Cinnabons when you were doing the bet? Because I checked and stock has went down on Cinnabons really heavy. I don't know if your bet had anything to do with it, but I tried to say you lost, actually. I'm sorry. I forgive me already, alright? I'm going to ask for you to forgive me. I tried to say you lost that day when you ate shit, because shit isn't actually meat. You know what I mean? When you fell, I'm like, oh, he loses, he ate shit. He's only supposed to be eating meat. So, it's just, I just want to know if you cheated. I won't tell Jacob, I promise. That's sick that you were able to stick to it and it benefited you. You got some good gains from it. That's awesome. If I'm being honest, that is the most sus diet I've ever heard of, though. If we're being real, like, meat is for, like, men, you know what I mean? I'm forgiven? Alright, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know, I wouldn't have been able to sleep if you wouldn't have. Forgot what I was gonna say. Every time, I'm really stuck on that backflip. I know you run into people that are, they want to, I'm really stuck on it. I'm upset. I had to ask Isaac about this. If I'm being honest, brother, I could watch you, Randy, Ryan, Randy, Randy, Ryan, Ryan, Randy. And now I'm gonna start calling you guilty because it's the beginning. Guilty Randy. I can watch you blow tops out and rig them for days. There's nothing more enjoyable than watching that rope smoke. Every single time. Every single time. Like, I'll be going through my Instagram feed, and I'm like, kind of slutty chick, GP, oh, you got a puppy, there's Dano, and then all of a sudden you're blowing top. I'm like, I'll stop. And just watch the rope smoke. And I'm like, yeah. Something about the rope, if it would catch fire, make it, do you think you could do it, make it start up, like, catch a fire? Now that would be sick. Blow a top out, and maybe you should start smoking cigarettes. That's what you should do. Since you are trying to be healthy, you should start smoking, and then blow the top out, and then, like, as it's going, you should smoking, lean over and light your cigarette off of it or something cool like that. I don't really think I have much left to do here. Randy, I appreciate you swinging by and joining the live feed, man. I'm like, if somebody stole that name, that is so crazy to do. But that doesn't surprise me at all. You know what I'm hoping for? I'm hoping Steel Chainsaws one day want my name, and then I'll sell it to them. And I'm going to get so rich, I'm going to say, give me a chainsaw. One chainsaw. And I want it to be like a 009. I'm going to get my money out of them. But I'll give them the name eventually. You send me a 009, a new one. New stock 009. I want it to have like a 20-inch bar on it too. But I thought somebody stole the name at first, and I'm like, that's kind of crazy. Do I respect that, or am I kind of mad for Randy? And I'm like, no way, it's really Randy. And then it is. It's like it's a Christmas miracle. Oh yeah, what did you guys give me for Christmas? I forgot about that. I kind of want to know. You better give me something. I'm trying to do the opposite on the internet that I do in real life. I hate getting gifts. Yeah, 20-inch bars, 009 is even sicker. Check out this. This is the saw I was using before I got my 201. I redid it a little later. But I don't see very many of these. That's the factory badge too. Isn't that crazy? I don't even know why Steel would do that. And this is the factory color too. But yeah, it's a 191. That looks like it was a Ripper. But it's super light. It's got such a good shape to it. It's such a good shape. The ergonomics on that with the handle are top notch. And they kind of changed some stuff when they went to the 201. It feels like a little side heavy at times, but oh God, who let Tim in? What the hell? Oh shit, low impact, you really did too. You're the man. I appreciate you, brother. I really do. That's now I'm embarrassed. I wish I wouldn't have said it, because you really did send something. That's crazy. That is facts. They do only climb those little stick trees. You know, the little simple ones that are like all straight, kind of look like telephone poles. Got a little fuzzies on them. They're just like, as long as you don't get a nosebleed from going too high. Actually, they're not even tall. They're short. Tim's are short. Randy's are tall. That's what's crazy. They kind of are close to each other. That's weird that in Tim's area, the trees are so little, and then you go just like a little over where Randy's at, and they're super tall. You should try going over where Randy's at and maybe climbing a big tree every once in a while, Tim. It may up your game. Yeah, you do. Just get your knee better. Get your knee better. Tim don't climb either. He's a bucket baby now. Tim don't climb either. He's a little bucket baby. He said, is it okay to buy an estrogen elevator? And I'm like, what did you call that? And he's like, it's an estrogen elevator. That's the brand name. And I said, sure, dude, go ahead. You, his last name? Is your last name who? No, your first name's not even Randy. No, that can't be right. I think I did every one of these. I should probably keep checking. Randy started a YouTube channel, Tim, and he's about to take YouTube over. It's basically just going to be a channel of him doing backflips and blowing out tops and making rope smoke. It's going to be sick. We're going to do collabs. I'm going to do a backflip. I'm going to do a front flip, and he's going to do a backflip live. Probably for New Year's to celebrate. We still got logistics to go over, but probably gonna happen. We gotta let his knee heal up a little bit. As soon as it gets better. Dude, I'm telling you. Have I ever told a lie on this? I get on here and speak facts. I'm like the 6'9" of YouTube tree climbers, you know what I mean? Actually, I don't want to be that. Yeah, I don't want to be that. I speak facts though. Yeah, facts. Yeah, I'll stop doing them if he starts, and I'll join his too. I'll just close mine down and join his. Well, how about that? How about you just take mine over, and that way you got a good start. I like that even better. Like, I'm in a giving mood. You can just have what I got and just get it done. Maybe you could actually grow the channel. You probably would. I'm telling you, if you made videos, even if they were just short videos, and it was like an offshoot of Guilty's channel, and it was just shorter videos, dude, I'm telling you, it would do good. Like, it would do good. I would help you promote it and get it built up pretty quick. And you don't have to do videos nonstop. Just post them when you get a chance. I wish you would just pull over some of your IG stuff and just post it on YouTube. You got sick clips on IG. Just do a YouTube channel with just YouTube shorts. We can see some of them tops get blown out and ropes smoking. Nah, it's not hard work. You just trickle over your Instagram stuff every once in a while. And as you're doing that, figure out your style when it comes to like editing videos together. Brother, nowadays, you do not have to make long form content. You could do live feeds every once in a while like this and just post YouTube shorts. I promise you, your channel will grow very quick. And it wouldn't probably take long, and you could hire somebody to do it like Jacob does. Just pay someone to film a little bit of your stuff and edit it. Or even if you filmed your own stuff, just put a camera on and let someone else edit it. You know, just hit record. I'm telling you, you're enough of a character that it will work. I would never say this to a person. I would guarantee you that it will work. Like, you may not end up with 1 million subscribers, but I promise you your channel will work. There's enough of guys out here that, like, find you relatable that it would work. I promise. Yeah, have Big Flav do it. Hell yeah. It won't work. Yeah, I know. I don't know. AI, I was leaving, people were being like, what is this shit in the comments with some of those that I posted? And I have buddies that are like, I have like people I know. I don't really have friends. Will you guys be my friends? I don't really have friends in real life, but like on social media, maybe we could be friends. But I know people, and sometimes they like me, that are terrified of AI. No? Oh, damn it. See, that's why I don't ask for nothing, because then I get the no afterwards. But I have people that are terrified of AI. They're like, it's going to take over. I'm terrified it's going to take over. Joseph, that's facts. Because only hurt people, Tim, and you hurt me. I have feelings, brother. You didn't have to say no. You didn't have to say anything. But people are like terrified. AI is going to take over. It's going to take over. And then I watch a video from like of tree climbing from AI, and I'm like, I'm not that worried, man. It's not that. I need to take a shot. Better. Okay. Is that its name? Grok? Then a search engine? Sweet. Yeah, I mean, they all have their niche places. Like, there is definitely, I want to defend it. Like, I want to defend the guys, even though I talk all the shit. If we take Tim out of the discussion, most of these guys are climbing trees that are really tall, okay? And I feel like I wouldn't really have much of an issue with it, but then you get into like, that's why you see speed lining work so heavily and so good over on the West Coast, because of the height. A lot of time, height is what you need to do a lot of rigging comfortably. You know, where you get kind of limited and things get a little bit sketchy with where I'm at is that things spread out wide, so they limit the amount of height that you have. You don't have much for clearance, so then you're forced to do spider leg rigging, and you're forced to lift things, and you know, tip ties and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, there's just I really don't think you would have seen things like speed lining be developed if not for the West Coast and their particular kinds of trees and the way that they're laid out. Um, I wouldn't have found that very useful. Even if would have used the technique, I wouldn't use it enough that I would be like, oh, this is a technique I need to show people. Like, you know. Exactly. Exactly. Tree work is, always has been, even the day I fell, super easy. Didn't hurt at all. Was like, I'll do that again. I don't even care. I'll fall again tomorrow. Think I care? I got more ribs. So, yeah, tree work's super easy. Um, yeah, it's just easy. Anybody can do it. Alright, well, I basically, I think I'm gonna quit this. I think I'm about done. I gave all you guys plenty enough time to send me massive amounts of money with super chats, and no one sent me any monies. Don't send it now. Don't send it now. I'll reject it. This is what you gotta do. Don't do nothing stupid. Have a safe work week. Okay, what do you say here? Fir trees are repetitive and easy, but so are maples and oaks. It's all too easy. And the one with the double O's, TOO, easy. For me, always has been, always will be. Um, if it's difficult, if you find any issues, any problems in it, it's probably you. It's probably you. It's not that it's actually difficult. It's not that it's actually dangerous. Um, if it hurt when you fell, I think you need to look inside and get your shit together. You know what I mean? What up, Crone? I forgot what I was saying. It was probably something profound and like super uplifting. I don't know. Have a safe work week though. You know what I mean? Doing dead trees so I can maybe get a little bit of fear. You started out doing dead trees? So yeah, maybe I'll try to hit a couple clips tomorrow from the maple. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. Go subscribe to Randy's YouTube channel. That way he gets enough subscribers, and then we can just force him to start making videos or start bringing us some stuff over. So I don't even bother climbing anymore. Just it's facts, man. It's so sick. When you I haven't even made it to that point yet. So easy, you don't even do it anymore. That's another level. I'm gonna get there though. I'm gonna get there. Um, have a safe work week, guys. I appreciate you guys giving me your time. Let me ramble for a little while. If I can help you with anything, ask it. If you need my address so you can send me my Christmas gift, I don't want to give that out. So I don't know. Maybe I'll put my PayPal on here next time or something. But you guys stay safe. I'm sick of talking to you. I hate YouTube. Catch you next time. Bye.